So first of all, we're going to be learning about what the SI means. It means Système International d'Unité. In English is International System of Units. And the purpose of it is to guide us, okay? To give us a standard. To give us a standard for units. Okay, in order to communicate in United Nations, for example, there are some people that are always translating for the country representatives. Okay, so what they do is that they are translating while the speaker is talking. Okay, so the person who is listening actually is listening at translation. Okay, now translations allow us to understand. Okay, that's the purpose of it. If I need to read something, it should be in my own language or in my second language. But it's not going to be in a language that I have no idea what it says. Okay? If I see Arab, for example, I won't understand it. Not even the letter A. Okay? So the purpose of the international system of units is to give us a global or universal standard for units. To express, for quantities to be expressed in the same unit. There are many units. That's why I gave you conversion factors, okay? That's why I gave you this table, okay? Because there are many units. Here you can see we have inches, we have centimeters, we have meters, feet, yard, kilometers, miles, light years. Those are units. But what is the standard? What is the international standard? So that is why this the SI is for, okay? To give us a standard to know what units to use in the case that we need to express length, volume, time, etc. Okay, so I'm going to write here some important quantities. Okay, one quantity that we have been working a lot with is length. When we need to talk about length, we usually use this unit. M, that represents meters, okay? That is for length. For time, according to the international system, the preferred unit to express time should be in seconds. Sorry guys, my internet is unstable. Okay, so if you don't hear me well, it's because of that reason. Okay, this is time. For mass, we are gonna be using, for the international system, we're gonna be using the kilogram. And now take a look at this because we're gonna focus on these two today. Velocity and acceleration. Velocity is it's a quantity to talk about speed, okay? If I go from one place to another, I can measure the speed at which I'm walking or the speed at which I am running, traveling, okay? So for velocity, the standard that we're going to be using is we're going to relate length and we're going to relate time. Then, what is the unit that we use to measure length? I already said it in the beginning, meter. And for time, the second. So this velocity in the end is a compound unit, okay? It is made of two units, one for length and the other for time. For length, which is meter, and for time, that is the second. So this unit, M over S, it's known as meters per second. Guys, do you listen to me?
Yes, yes, miss.
It's that my whiteboard is not updating very often. So what I do in the first place is that I separate, okay, the miles per hour, I'm going to put it in a fraction way. Miles in the top, hour below. And then I will use the conversion factors, okay? I need to convert from miles to meters. What is the conversion factor between miles and meters? How many meters I find in 1 mile? How many meters I find? Okay,
1,609.
1,609. Where I put them, up or down?
Uh,
The meters.
down.
The meters come up. Okay, because down you need the miles. The miles needs to be down because you need to cancel miles, okay? Because you need to cancel miles, they need to be in opposite positions. Mile was initially in the top, so now you want it to be below. So in 1 mile, you are going to find 1,609 meters. Okay. Now, after you do that, you need to convert from hours to seconds because the instruction is, remember, sorry about that. The instruction is to convert to meters per second. So you need seconds, not hours. What is the conversion factor that relates hours and seconds? In 1 hour, how many seconds do you find?
60 seconds.
In 1 hour, in 1 minute, you have 60 seconds. In 1 minute, you have 60 seconds. In 1 hour, you have 60 minutes. And also in 1 hour, it's just multiplying 60 and 60, that is 3,600 seconds. So this is the conversion factor that I'm going to be using. Now, where am I going to put the hours? Up or down?
Up.
The hours are going to be up and below 3,600 seconds, like this. In this way, you are going to cancel hours with hours, like that. Okay. Now, after you do that, you'll notice that you're going to have meters in the top and seconds in the bottom. So now you can do this in your calculator. Remember, everything in the top multiplies, everything below divides. How much you get?
$24.58.
Exactly. When 24.58 meters in the top, seconds below. Oh, lucky. Okay, there it is. Now you can write it like that, or you can also write the 24.58 meters per second like that. But that's only for the final answer, okay? All the procedure I truly recommend, if I could force you to do that, please do it like that, as I explained to you, in a fraction way. When you don't do it like that, sometimes you get confused, and some other times you are going to be committing a lot of mistakes. And nobody wants that. I don't want to take points away for that. Trust me, it happens, and it happens very often that you decide to work not as I expected, not as I told you, because you understand conversions and you already know how to do conversions, and you think, I know this topic already. Miss Martinez is overreacting. Guys, this suggestion, I always say it every year, and it is because of a reason. You always commit the same mistakes. So to avoid it, to avoid mistakes, please do it in a fraction way, like I did over there, okay? Like a fraction. Even though if it takes a little longer, it's better to take 20 seconds more and having your answer correct. Now, what happens if I want to do a conversion like this, 85 kilometers per hour, and I want the same. I want meters or seconds. This is very slow, sorry. So what I want to do in the first place, I mean, if I give you like this, what you have to do in the first place is to write it in a fraction way. It doesn't matter how I write it, okay? The conversion that you should be able to make, it requires you to do it like in a fraction way, okay? So first of all, write it as a fraction, like that, kilometers up, hours below. Now, the reason why I ask you to do that is that because in this way, you are able to notice where the kilometers are located, or where the hours are located, okay? In this way, guys, sorry, I mean, I don't know why my connection is giving me a lot of trouble lately, okay? Sorry about it. I'm truly sorry. So, according to this, where I should be able to write the conversion factor between kilometers and meters. What is the conversion factor? How many meters I find in 1 kilometer? Joseli?
1,000.
1,000, okay? So what are you going to write the kilometers, up or down?
Down.
1 kilometer down, 1,000 meters in the top. Like this, you cancel kilometers and kilometers. And you continue. How many seconds I find in 1 hour?
3,600.
Okay. Is this correct?
No.
No, right? So you always need to be careful. And you notice it is incorrect because you can see the hours and hours are located in the same position below. Okay, so like this, you notice where the mistake is. So put it now in the right place. 1 hour in the top, the seconds below. Cancel now. And your final result is going to be in meters over second. How much is this? How much is this?
23.61.
23.61 meters over second, or you can write it in the other way. But only the answer, the procedure, as you can see, it was in a fraction way. So like this, you finish. It's not too complex, but trust me, many people have mistaken in that part. Wait, Aria, now take a look here. In acceleration, acceleration must be measured, as I told you before, in meters over second square or over square seconds, okay? Now, how can we do conversions here? Take a look. In acceleration, the time units are raised to the second power, and that is the key for this kind of problems. So let's say that an airplane accelerates at a speed of at an acceleration of 15 kilometers per minute square. Okay, and I say, okay, guys, I need you to express that in meters over second square. Okay, that's what I'm asking you to do. Now, here, what you have to do in the first place is write it in a fraction way. Example, 15 kilometers per minute to the second power. Okay, so the conversion that you did is from miles, from kilometers to meters. What is the conversion for that? And where are you going to write the kilometers, up or down?
Down.
Kilometers down, and its equivalence in the top, 1,000 meters. With this, you can cancel the kilometers, okay? And now, the most important thing, from minute square to second square, okay? So if you watch the video that I told you to watch from Tyler DeWitt, the procedure he did was writing the equivalence, the conversion factor. Example saying 1 minute equals 60 seconds, okay? Like that. But here, as you can see, we are not using linear minutes. They are minutes raised to the second power, also the second. So what we have to do is, we don't need to memorize all, okay? By doing this procedure, by raising to the second power both sides, you will get the new conversion factor. So 1 raised to the second power is going to give you 1. Minutes raised to the second power is going to give you square minutes. Now, how much is 60 to the second power? How much is 60 to the second power?
3,600.
3,600. How much is seconds to the second power?
Squared seconds.
Squared seconds, okay? So with this, now you have the conversion factor that you need to perform this conversion. So, where are you going to write the seconds, up or down? Where are you going to write the seconds, up or down?
Down.
Down. Just take a look where you need the seconds. You need the seconds down, okay? So the seconds must be written here. Seconds, here I forgot the square, sorry. So this is 3,600 seconds square that you are going to find in 1 minute square, okay? With this, you cancel the minutes like that. And your final result is going to be meter over second square. How much did you get?
4.16.
4.16 meters over second square. And voila, that's the answer. Now you can do it like that, or you can do it as I explained you the other day. Put in the parentheses here, like that, 1 minute, 60 seconds, like that. You can do it in the same way. But I noticed that you committed a lot of mistakes in the quiz in this part. So better do it like that. Even if it takes 1 minute, 1 more minute, but you can do it like that. It's a safer method, okay? Or like people used to call conversion factor for dummies. There's a book like that. There is physics for dummies, there are chemistry for dummies. They are very good books. The titles are not so good, but the books are really good. So this is a good method. Use it, okay? And so far, tell me if you have a doubt in any of the exercises. No doubt? Well, this is it then. So I'm going to assign you homework today for you to keep practicing with the topics. Okay?